Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Beastcoast channel. Today, me and LK are going to talk about Baiken, because she's a character that basically everybody agrees is like super broken, and then nobody plays her. They're all like, "Wow, she's so good."
Yes. The bike and discourse, as they call it. So I've been considering her as a character. I've been playing her since Evo. So at this point, let's look at a calendar. Maybe a little bit more than 10 days.
Week and a half.
Yeah. Something. Yeah, like just a week and a half or so. So I kind of want to like share some thoughts on like my side of like playing her, and of course like we played along set pretty recently. So
Yeah,
you got to actually feel new Biken, because Biken specifically, like you said,
not a fan.
is it. So it's not that people don't play her. That's actually the wrong thing. A lot of people play her. That's Kotaku's favorite Gear to Gear character, right?
Yeah,
The main thing is that she's not common in tournaments.
for
She's
sure.
very uncommon in tournaments. She's only won one event, which is more than Ram. I'm trolling a little bit. But she has won an event, Canada Cup, and like that's basically all anyone has seen of like high level Viking in tournament. So I kind of want to start with how do you feel? Because generally it's like what you said. Everyone thinks she's like super busted. So the perspective of someone who's not playing her is important too.
I thought that Baiken was a pretty strong character, not like super like top tier, not like Chaos Ram, Leo, whatever, right? But I'd say he was probably around like 8 or 9 or something like that, right? Even back then, she had a lot of tools. Like her far slash was still a really strong button. Her air movement was really good, and her mix up was really strong. So she had a lot of things where even if like interactions and matchups weren't that good, she could kind of like force situations that were good for her, and her defense is pretty strong as well. And then this patch, they just kind of made all of that better. Her far slash and 2S are now significantly better buttons, especially far slash. It's now 9 frames and disjoint, which is fun. So it's really hard to like interact with her far slash with light buttons and scrambles. That's like the most important thing, which is a problem I would know very well. And she has a 4-frame jab now, which, since they buffed 6K, converts more easily into combos, which is a pretty big deal. And then also, Yozansen is now less recovery when she lands. So if she hits you with meterless Yozansen, it's now, it's better for her on hit. And then also, the fast RC changes mean that if she does Yozansen into fast RC, she's saving a lot of meter. So in general, I'd say like the patch is super beneficial for her. Both like character changes and system changes all kind of worked really heavily in her favor.
A lot of it is like you said it all right. Like she has like all these like positive changes and stuff from playing her. You feel the impact of all of these, like because what all these things translate to, like when people list out this stuff and like what it means in situations, in specific situations, like take like far slash being good in scrambles, and it's like 9 frames, so it's like instant, and of course since it's far slash, you get a medium counter hit. But like what a lot of these things mean is that like she is basically good in every phase of the game, basically, because in neutral she's good because she has far slash and 2S. Her air is really good, always gets into combos. She has Kabari, which is really hard for people to deal with. A lot of characters have problems dealing with that move. So she can attack from a safe range, which is an issue I've had with Milia, because Milia can attack from a safe range, but the return is a lot lower. She's minus. Where Baiken is like she's -3 and like in an ideal range, and like if you hit them, it's a hard knockdown. You get your mix up, so that's really threatening for neutral. And then her offense is threatening. Like she has multi jabs. She can keep advancing. She has advancing normals. If she has meter, as you said, fast RC, and her low option, she doesn't have to spend meter. She gets to keep the meter. And then on defense, she has the only meterless reversal that she can PRC. Which, yes, while you can target that specific ways, you have to worry about 4-frame jab, fuzzy jump, and backdash, and reversal throw, and her parry loses to projectiles, but then she just wake up super. Like she's threatening on defense as well. And they buffed the parry knockdown so that she could run over and meet you. But before
I forgot.
She could not.
I don't get parried that often, so
you play Zato, so it doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
But like on other characters, I just pull up.
Sure.
But before you cannot pull up, right? So all these things translate to her being strong in every phase of the game. When she knocks you down, she's strong. When she gets knocked down, depending on the character, she's strong. On defense, she's strong. On offense, she's strong. And neutral, she's strong.
Yeah.
That being said, is she top 5? Is she top 5? I don't think so. For now, I don't think so. I don't know long term, but for now, how do you feel?
I think the most important thing if you're ranking characters is just matchup spread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who's saying that Baiken is like, oh, she's number 3, she's number 4, like, I'm inclined to agree with something like maybe she's number 4, but like who knows, right? Because the character is so like underrepresented in tournaments, we don't actually get to see that much of what her matchup spread looks like, and I think what characters you lose to and by how much is for sure the most important. Like, I think also like not losing to characters is something I would value over beating a lot of characters in a tournament, because if you're playing a 5-5 matchup, like I would rather have a character that like 5-5s with every character rather than one who 7-3s half the cast and then gets 7-3'd by half the cast. Like,
The Axel.
it's just a lot more stable, right?
Yeah.
So I would say the amount of losing matchups she has is kind of a question mark, and then like how bad those losing matchups are. So I feel like she's one of the hardest, like other than Bridget, she might actually be the hardest character to rank properly right now because she's so underrepresented.
If I had to say at a glance, 10-day professional Baiken player, right? Good would be stuff like Soul, Chip, but for bad reasons. Zato, of course. Fine, or I mean, people tell me Geo, but I can't say that yet because I'm bad at it.
Let's not comment on Geo.
Let's not comment on Geo for a while. But then bad, I'll skip the bad at first. Like, a lot of people say Faust, but I don't actually think it's that bad. Like, I don't think it's like, I think it's just annoying, but not like bad. Axel is annoying slash bad. I guess it's just me saying it's annoying and not like bad straight up.
Yeah.
And then Testament, I think Testament is actually bad.
That kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. That one is kind of a struggle, but once you catch Testament, like, it's GG. And then a lot of our matchups are just like just fine. And there's some that I haven't gotten to play a lot where like HC's like fine. Leo, this is a big one. Leo Weifang. I think I said this on stream. A character has to be able to fight Leo Weifang and HC to exist, and she fights HC well.
I don't exist.
So far. And Leo Weifang, she fights well. Yes, which is a huge deal. That is maybe more important than anything else we've actually talked about.
Yeah, Leo is in tournament. If your character like loses to Leo doing flash kick, it's looking rough. Like you can obviously win, and like there are characters who do good against Leo where they just like lose like that because their offense isn't like super stable. And if that's the case, it's rough, bro. I don't know what to tell you. So Eric now is really good.
This character, just like kind of a way to wrap this up, like, so the reason why I'm trying her, because I get this a lot. Like, people are asking why, like, Ram's right there, HC's right there. So there's like kind of like a two ways you can look at it, right? As we've said a bunch of times in this video, Baiken is not like an established character. She's really underrepresented. Like, there's potential there because as we listed a bunch of amazing stuff about her, and as we play the game, we understand what's good about characters, and like a lot of the good characters have many of these like aspects. Picking Ram or HC is definitely proven, but it has its own problems. So both ways have their own problems. Picking Baiken, the main one is we don't seriously know how good her matchup spread is. We just know what's good about her, and someone has to see like how it works. Where if you go with Ram or HC, we know all this stuff, but then you have the issue of all the best players are good against these characters because you have to play against them all the time. Yeah. So you have to play catch up if you do that. So no matter what you pick, there's going to be like a downside to doing it. So I figure if Baiken is top 5, then why not go that way? And then everyone has to learn what Baiken does while I learn what Baiken does, rather than me learn HC and do the HC thing and then run into somebody who's like, oh, by the way, there's this one matchup nuance when I have 47 meter and you have 52 that I know because I've played this set a cajillion times in tournament, and you never.
Yeah. As someone who plays Zato, I can definitely say having your opponent not be as good in the matchup as you are is so ridiculously beneficial in tournament. Like, I would say Zato is probably actually the character that like benefits the most from that. Just like matchup checking people, basically. Not even like knowledge check, but it's like there's all this stuff you need to know about Zato, and you need to just apply it so fast in practice, where if your opponent isn't like ready, you'll just get snowballed because that's just the nature of the character. And Baiken definitely snowballs pretty hard, but like I would say she definitely can also benefit. Like, if there's situations that she puts you in where you don't have a proper response, it can get out of hand pretty quickly.
All right, so let us know what you guys think. How you guys think about Baiken? Is she top 5? Is she overrated, underrated? Let us know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.